Hello everyone, just getting some stuff set up. Look at the character while I do my promos and shit. Because I didn't do it before, because I'm running a little late. And I should open up Twitter and do one there. I have that tab somewhere apparently, but I don't want to go look for it. I don't want to link. Alright, so this is like a week late because last week I had a huge like sinus infection, so my throat is or like was like super messed up. I could barely speak. Um I can speak now, but my throat is still like a little messed up. So like I'm on like I take some medicine every day and like blah 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 blah. But I should be able to do this today. And I got a new setup too, so I have a new monitor. So hopefully, I have to move my mic, so hopefully everything sounds okay. I think I'll preemptively turn this down a little bit. Alright, so I don't know when I would want to make this, like her birthday, because I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know the lore about like the moons and like the days and shit. So we'll do like, I think this one's fun. I made my main character Halane. I really want to change it to Rogger, but hello, Vareth. Uh, Trying to figure out. I think. Yeah, Diablo Immortal's a shit show. It's awful. I don't even have to watch videos to know how bad it is. But to be honest, like, we knew it was gonna be that bad. Uh... I think Thaliak, because we're going with Summoner to start off with, so this probably works best. Disciple of Magic. Starting as Arcanist. can I make it? All right. You know what? I don't have a character there. I'll make it there. Alright, so, I randomize. I find the term forename really weird, but it's technically correct. Just no one ever uses it. Okay, I think I got inspiration. I almost said information like twice. I was like, that's not the word I want. I'm gonna grab my keyboard. Wait, it's not on. There we go. Alright. Alright. Actually, you know what? I like that name. Tyranea Beastmo. You may pick up Returnal or release on Steam. Absolutely do it. It's so fun. I'm absolutely garbage at it, but it's so much fun. Oh my god. Okay, I'm an idiot. I forgot to change the encoder from when I played Borderlands. Not to turn it down. So there will be like a momentary gap on live, and I'll like smash cut it on the VOD. I'm done. Give me a second. Okay, so we should be live, right? I need to I need to get that setting on Twitch where it's like if you go down or go offline, it like it's like kind of holds the VODs together. It apparently uses more like data or something, but I think it would be really good if I'm gonna have to change settings a lot. But I need to find that. I don't have time for that right now. I'm excited. I've never seen this story before, so I've only done Gridania and Limsa. Because I've started as a pugilist, a lancer, and an archer. Also, I bought Summoner to level 80 because I can't be bothered to level from 1 right now. And Summoner 1 is really fun. 2, it's extremely easy. So, like, if you want to try Summoner, like, or if you don't have time to level Summoner to, like up to current, just buy it. It's not hard to learn. Like, in the grand scheme of things, learning a level 80 class is still, like, you still have to, like, look and work at it. But, like, compared to, like, monk or samurai or red mage. Like, it's really easy. All right, here we go. Here's the opening cutscene that we never got to see for the other ones. Bunny. Those are some hella heals that we got going on. How's the game volume?
Here. Feel.
Everything's good? Awesome. Want to go through the tutorial, and I'll have to, like, mess around with some settings. So.
Here. Feel. Think.
Also, I'm gonna have, like, a billion mail messages, so, like, we're gonna have to do that. This outfit looks really good with my hair, actually. That's impressive. So, the one thing I will say is, like, I thought about continuing the story with this character. I'll say this before I start going on the dialogue. Um, but with the way that I want to do this playthrough, I can't because I don't have the time. I would have to level up all the classes that I would need for the story. So I would have to level up Dragoon to 60, Samurai to 70, Dark Knight to 80, and Paladin to 90. And, like, while I could spend the money to level them up quicker, I don't have that kind of disposable income at the moment because I already used it. So we're going to go with my other character that does have all this stuff leveled up to that level. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Row another ship got your stomach churning, has it? Oh, we're on a ship. The other two were on a carriage. It don't seem like seasickness, thought I look at you. It'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see? And we ain't too far from Vilbrant now. We're just chock full of aetherites. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Ugh. Might as well have been blooming seasickness. Ship sleeping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa is still a fair way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as that you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't care much for conversation, see? Any road, Brennan's the name and peddling's we trade. I should be able to turn off the sprout status too, so we'll have that going for us. Ah, smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Come wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business. These days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? What was it? What would she answer? She's a summoner. I'm gonna say probably, or Arcanist, probably power. Power, as in a power to do good, like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that. I thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. Never be short of chance to polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. That is in fact what we meant, yes. Once we make port, you best sign yourself up at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. It wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Limsa is home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to swing an axe, or even sling a spell, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. We getting fucking fired at? Ship off the starboard bow! Pirate colors! Pirates. Bloody hells. Have you no sense? Get below! The hell of an opening. That's the world coming to you. Pirates flying on a ship, flying Limsa colors. Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range, and no buccaneer's bark will catch this flighty temptress once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates gave up the chase, we must be close to port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? Yeah, so we might have to do a bit extra today for the new game plus part. So like I might end up splitting this into 2 weeks to do this bit, but shouldn't be too bad. By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa? It's not, but I want to see what he says if it's yes. It is. Well, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Limsa prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilizing influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-spilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, case you didn't know. At long last, land ho! Behold, Limsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limel... Is it Limelaine, I think? A goddess of navigation. And here we go. First glimpse of the city. Eventually.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm,
This might be a bit loud.
amidst the roiling waves of the Rotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlaine.
Ah, I did get it right. Limelaine.
What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. By way of thanks for saving me arse earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Make on the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
It's a heck of an intro. It's still a shame Vera don't have tails. It's like a travesty. I think they should. Hey, you there! I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. I'll have one of Limsa Leminster's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it there, sight. Got all day. Good old Rogan and names that I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce. You can just look at the screen. Welcome to Limsa Leminsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Please let me use controller. Thank you. I know how to do this. That. Alright, so like I need to adjust some settings for my own personal right there, I think is good. Actually, you know what, for right now, we'll keep those there. Because I don't have my macros and stuff set up. Character config. I think I have this on standard. I think that's good. I may change this later. I don't think I ever changed the speeds. I don't know. Automatically lock on target when initiating auto attack. Limit ring movement to targeting range. Weapon is sheathed. I don't know how much this is going to matter, but I'm trying to change the text because some of this text is really big. Oh, there it is. There's that. The text is huge. Like, you can tell, I'm like, this is huge. And I'm trying to figure out how to make it not huge. General text. Like, I can't change it there. Oh, here we go. Here's this. No, it's too small. This is for my benefit because you won't be able to see it. If you guys know how to change the text, then let me know because I can't find it. So we got this, and that's pretty standard. So that's fine. Display theme. Do I have my macros between characters? I don't think I do. Wait, no. Oh. I do that. Whoops. I'll give it one more look through, and if not, then we're just gonna have to deal with it. That's all the filters. Character, auto sheath delay. There we go. Okay, I got it. What happens if I make that large, actually? That's not bad. Okay. I think we got it. Oh, I can do like this like sideways walk if I do that. Okay. I don't want the legacy camera then, actually, because that's... I like the other one better. I know how to do that. Because the legacy system lets me do like this turn. Like if I get a like gaze status, I can just do this. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down the street and speak with Greffar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and then I'll take you up to the pub. Or, you know, you could just go up the stairs if you wanted. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Batteron. He's the proprietor of the Wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Okay, so I think it's... Nay, status off. Here we go. Okay, so my text colors are the same, because I don't think I ever changed them. Yeah, I don't have my macro for sprint and mount. If we were playing this character longer, I would, like, look up how to do it, but we're not. Not at this time, anyway. Welcome to Limsa. If you have a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Oh, I do need to move my map to the normal place I have it. Move it, like, right here. Maybe a bit smaller, probably. It's probably that. Yeah, it's probably good. There you are. Greetings to you, lass. What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are you? You've come with a mind to try your hand at adventuring, I reckon. Well, you find no shortage of work here in Limsa. The name's Batteron, and this most hospitable of hostile race is the Drowning Wench. 'Tis also the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk specifically for handling guild business, and why I seem to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need it in these parts on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Gallian Empire to finish the job. No one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again, and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only thing that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice-damned bastard of a dragon. Took our bleeding memories too, and no one's been able to explain it in a way as makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks but saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from an odd night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did. For us, this god's damned calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. It's like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way. Give or take the odd gull. It's this what got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. If Limsa's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to adventurers is an effort well spent. What say you, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? My thanks to you, to Navigator and all. I knew she'd stay in my way for a reason. But listen to me yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark in me book. Put your scroll right there. Taranea Abyss now, is it? A fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? Oh boy. The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now hold on there just a moment, officer. You got the wrong lass. Oh, okay. This is a hell of a sentence. Hold on. This fine, upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sister's, niece's, cousin's closest companion. The lass wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? You are surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friend is in doubt. Ah, you make a good point there, officer. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say you to a tankard of me finest ale before you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Marathor, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off the heavy boots, eh? A close call that was. You'll have to excuse the eager bloody yellow jackets. They've been a spate of kidnapping, see? They ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they're taking to clapping ions on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Limsons can be a headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, aye, welcome to Limsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of my patrons after a few too many blackbelly whiskies. Now take a moment to gather your wits and we'll get started with learning the ways of the city. Learning the ways of how to speak dialogue. I feel like his voice changed like 5 times over the course of that. Listen well to the wisdom of Batteron Ten Fingers, and then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Pets. You can now summon a pet to do my bidding. You only have access to 1 pet now, but summon, pet hotbar, guard, pets, blah blah blah. Main scenario quests. Important quests used to tell the story of Eorzean and her people are called main scenario quests. These tasks are Englishly distinguishable from others by their unique icon. Quests using this icon indicate a task or series of tasks or type of new duties or features you have yet to unlock. Can I not? What do you mean can't be used here? Well, fine. I guess I can't summon it yet. Wants you to perform 3 tasks that'll help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Alright then, let's start you off with easy with 3 tasks that'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. First, if you head down a floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetherite, a device what can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, provided there's an aetherite where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. As strange as it sounds, it won't look till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district what lies beyond the aetherite. Don't go throwing your gear around just yet, though. You'll get fleeced quicker than you can say, "Why is me cotton poist so light?" Have a word with Swalsblade instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him this old Octin and he'll treat you well. For the last of me of Linz, I suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join the crew. Meryl at the front desk is the one to get you started. There I go, sending you off without telling you somewhat crucial. The bloody calamities made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods what look like they might need your help, consider and giving their tale a whirl, listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninia's over yonder has been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear to see what she has to say? You like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a woman folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. The smith helps teach you new stuff for new adventurers, not just someone starting a new character. Anyone watching this and hasn't played this game, if you want to play this game, I definitely recommend doing the new talking to the smith once he's available and doing stuff. Oh, okay, so he's teaching us about side quests. Does this give you anything? Use your Earthstride and a potion. Oh, hold on. What am I listening? Do I have to do this? I didn't read what he said, so hold on. Let me see. Okay, so I have to do the side quest. Might have you put on the map here in Limsa, passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and seen a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. So some busy porting all the merchants that blow across from the street are above board, if you know what I mean. This might do an important thing and make it simple by handing them in. Speak to Skynrail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. And then take him down to Aldskiff at the Octant. I don't remember having to do a side quest for the story. This ain't no just herbs scattered about. This is a fucking trail. A peculiar herb, a common weed rumored to have relaxing properties when either ingested or smoked. It's weed. It's fucking weed. As you suspected, these are the highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of death. Forgive me, I cannot resist the jest. These herbs are not more than Arctic lavender, a common enough export from the Limsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. Think someone's having a bit of fun with you, miss, but not to worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Need to worry about using items. I don't think we'll be in that dire straits. You know what? Just in case. Put them there. Another novice adventurer. I Valeron has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late. I'm Sunable, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to the other. Return and teleport. The most common transportation spells can make direct use of the Aetherite in their connection to the flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you've expanded your horizons beyond the wall of the city, you'll soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Now we can use return. I think we have to get another Aetherite before we learn teleport. Fine morning to you, madam. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eosia. Where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Bear a gift and batter on, whatever could it... Ah, my octant! By the navigator, I must have left it behind in the winch, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. There you go. I'm most grateful to have it back. This tool was a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, a good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? If it is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hako's Alley. Just telling you, it's like, here, buy all of the armor and items here. I can never remember where the fuck any of these things are, but... let's go ahead and tune with this. Of course, the guild's all the way down here. I think we will have to do some of these at least to get gear. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometries, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence to draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. If I have not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of our history as well? Oh boy. I was not prepared for this much talking. The roots of Arcanima can be traced back to the esoteric calculations practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these island folk that first discovered a method to express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometries, precise patterns that allow a practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as Arcanists, and the School of Arcanima was born. Many such mages wishing to expand their summoning understanding of the world took to the seas aboard trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Limsa, Arcanists found themselves welcomed into the academic elite and soon secured positions in the realm of governance and council. The knowledge of an Arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Melville, counting several wielders of Arcanima among her personal staff, became concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So at the Admiral's express orders, an official Arcanist Guild was established. You are super wordy. The complex and demanding nature of Arcanima, however, remains the greatest threat to its own future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Falling asleep over here. Holy crap. Am I in school again? Due to extraordinary circumstances, however, he was unreachable at present. Instead, you can speak with Mistress Thubergeim, or however you pronounce it. Oh, there we are. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Murray has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader has deigns to return. Arcanima taps into living energies of ether. The evidence of this is represented most aptly, perhaps, by our ability to manifest the arcane entity carbuncle in the manner of magic which this ethereal ally employs at our command. Oh boy, I'm not going to read all of this. Are you prepared to reason? Whew. All right. There's so many words. I was like, I'm not reading all of that. That goes up. I want to go out. I think this is the way to go. I hope so. Yeah, I want to get away from the Gubu. I don't want to accidentally aggro it. Ooh, hold on. That is definitely a system I need, or thing I need to change. Switch target circle to target select. Yes, please. Here we go. Oh, there's something I should have done before this. Oh well. I'm not going to go back into the city now. Alright, where am I going for these dudes? You guys are way over there. I don't have access to a mount. I should be okay to go kill these, like, right now. But, like, I'm surprised it makes us go this far. That's so far away! What the hell? Square Enix, what's wrong with you? What level are they? Like, everything, thankfully everything's non-aggressive, but still, like... This is kind of a really far way to go for like an introductory quest. I wonder if people don't want to do the job quests if they gotta deal with this. Level 4, so that's not too bad. They were not outside the city gate. Not these. Because there was a specific quest marker for these. I mean, like, they might have been, like, if I got into the other gate, maybe that might have taken me there, but that's still, like... not great design. Because, like, if I go to Ul'dah and Gridania, all of the enemies they want me to kill are, like, right there. Outside, like, the gate. They should all be together, and I shouldn't have to, like, wander and look for it. So we want to go upstairs. I believe that... No, wait, no, hold on. I can go to Hawker's Alley and get stuff out of the mail, I believe. I believe there's a mail thing there. There's not. So itinerant Moogle, but that's not the same thing. So let's go... Yeah, I know where another one is. I just don't know if there's any others. Yeah, I see, like, we could have just gone up the stairs and gone instead of going up the lift. But I think they want us to teach us, Yeah, I know where the Moogle mail is. I could have sworn there was another one. It amazes me that it's so far out of the way. I walked right past the Aetheryte. Whoops. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all that terrible commotion. Aetherites were shattered and link pearls rendered useless. For moons, the poor wingless people of Eorzea had no way of communing with each other beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of, Kupo. That is, until the little horned ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first we were worried of showing ourselves, worried that one of you might catch and skin us like you do every other forest furry. But once we saw how much people appreciated, we knew we'd found our new calling. Now, I personally promised to try and not read any along the way. I have... Okay. I have so much stuff. From all my time playing, I gotta go through all these letters to figure out like what all stuff I have. So I know there's some good EXP stuff in it, and that'll help us along the way, just in case. I don't think, even without the EXP boost, I don't think there's actually any issue until like the end of Realm Reborn. So I don't think it's gonna matter, but it's going to assure that we don't have any issues. Oh my god, I love this one. May they take you back to a time when 4 was 2 and 2 was 4. Unfortunately, I can't use any of the mounts yet, so like that sucks. That's not until later. Alright, we want to do that. Okay, so character recommended gear. Increases EXP earned from battle crafting and gathering on level 10 or below. Interesting. I wanna make that a little bit bigger so I can see it. Level 25 below. What's this bonus? That's still 20%. Okay, so it's the same bonus. It's an item level of 11. Damn. All right. So we can interact with this. I think we're close to getting 6.15 as well, like patch-wise. So I think it's like next week according to someone, but I don't know where they got that from. So now we got a hunting log, so we can use that for XP if we need it as well. Alright, so now we go back up. And the aft castle is like the best teleport up. Were this for any new characters, new people watching, recommends take this time, go to all of the other Aethernet crystals because it allows you quick access outside the city. But I'm not going to need it really, so not yet anyway. It's been an hour. We are not even out of like the beginning part of this. Start exploring the rest of town now. Stick with old Baderon and you'll go far. I think now we are out of it. Because now we're getting, like, gear. Still in Limsa, are you, Taranea? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to pay an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stalrend, is an old mate of mine. He's got himself a career of mostly reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. You mentioned need another hand or two, and your name sprang to mind. I gave you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road to northeast. It's this way, right? So if I go here... Okay, yeah, so, like, looking at it, because, Val, you mentioned it might have been outside the other gate, like, the quest marker was here. So, like, I would have had to go all the way through the city, go back to the city, go up the stairs, go out the city, and still walk all the way here to get to the Aurelie for the Arcanist quest. It's a bit wonky. So I want to go down here. Try as I might, I can never figure out, like, which way is which going in this city. As one of my friends has called it, it is drunken pirate architecture. And I think that is aptly named. I'm going to use just all this stuff. It bothers me just sitting all in my inventory. I find it funny because I have used a code and given a code. It gives you the fist bump emote twice. I find that funny. I'm surprised they're not, like, two different emotes. But it makes sense. Because, like, you can be locked out of using the refer a friend code, which I also think is stupid. I think you should always be able to just, you know, have that code be usable. Like, I agree, I think you should only ever be able to use one code, but it's like, the current way the system works is if you pay for a month, you are locked out of using the refer a friend code. Sweet. We'll keep those available until I have to do them for some reason. I'm just trying to get some stuff done along the way. I'll kill this one last ladybug. The other thing I would recommend for new players is take time and Just mess with your hotbar occasionally. You're always going to be messing around with it until you hit level cap. Oh. Yeah, I was greedy. I shouldn't have been greedy for that one. How much is my... You know what? How much does my physic heal? 33. Garbage, but... Given that, that's still a third of my HP. That's not bad. Okay. That and do class quests is, even if you find them boring, they're still good. Like, you need to do them. They give you abilities sometimes. I think in Heaven's Word, every single one of them has an ability locked behind it. So 50 to 60. Alright, up here? That's where the Aetheryte is. Yeah, I saw the quest marker in the top there. So let's go ahead and do this real quick, because I never know when we're going to have to come back here. Yeah, and there we don't learn teleport. So you must be the adventurer Baderon promised to send along. Taranea Bisno, was it? You honored his words, so that's a good start. I'm Stelwyn, the old bastard, as Baderon most likely described me, and here's my humble orchard. Good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas. And if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Melfib's initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Oh, someone's angry. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. Alright, so we need... well, we can't do that one, so... So we need the gear. Trance gauge. Indicates the remaining effects for ether charge. Okay, so we get those later. Okay, so what does ether charge do again? Okay. Alright, here we go. So an axe. Okay, sweet, a book. Well, I guess you could technically be a rogue at this point. I'm in mind to set you a task, Bisno, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. Might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for coulters, but they're still rogues at heart. Alright, item level 5 or greater. I think we are there already. But I do want to equip this. Alright, so we made it past the one hoop I was hoping to get past. I know in Gridania I got stuck by it, so I had to do some stuff. Alright, what are we going to be doing? I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa as if plucked from the face of Hydaelyn, boots and all, by an unseen hand. What's this got to do with Summer Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edge of the fields and spying on me yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced they're the kidnappers of rumor come for their hides. So it's a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse in the morning. Alright, let's go investigate the thugs for the friend. Having a look around Seasong Grotto, if reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. We got our new book, right? Yeah, we did. Where the heck am I going? Okay, it's over there. I don't think we need to do the quest to get this ability. If we do, then I'll go do it. Don't remember. Oh, hold on. That's right. There's this path right here. I didn't want to lose the last cast of it, because I would. Alright, here we go. We've got a duty. Let's go. Alright, level cap is level 9. So now we get to see these duties as intended, instead of, 20 million eye level higher.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone.
Oh, hello, fancy lady. Lady whose name I totally don't know already.
Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
Yeah, I was there for like, you know, an hour. Like, in world, I might have been there for like an hour.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark.
I mean, we are on the trail of the kidnappers, so, you know, we're kind of the same place.
Or perhaps not.
Is Gubu? Oh no, he coming. Oh lord, he coming.
As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Also, I'm sorry if you hear my fan, by the way. It's really hot in here because it's summer and because of all the electronics, so I had to turn it up. It's not something I can point away because it's the ceiling fan. So I'm sorry if you hear it. There's nothing I can do about it. Stone skin. It's old ability. And easy. As intended. It's still really easy. But it's not like, you know, I killed it in 5 seconds and didn't have to worry about ads.
Phew.
Those boots actually work really well with the outfit. You know, we're starting to get to stuff that is kind of stuff we've seen already with Gridania and Ul'dah, but
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer.
I don't want to skip it because I like seeing the characters in these scenes.
I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm. Yet it has
Then,
since
because it's a new character, I
faded.
do want to actually like, see them do this scene.
And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead.
I don't know why I'm so tired.
To life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light.
This is my neck's really stiff. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, ah, why is it this stiff? But yeah, definitely looks like next week we'll have to I'll have to continue part of this and finish it off, and then probably swap back to Claire to keep going with the rest of the Game Plus.
By thy deeds.
I also got to change the titles because I think I did the titles badly. It's gonna catch up with me later, so I'm gonna.
Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
I'll have to mess with that.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Yeah, I also don't want to skip the cutscene just in case it skips the part after it.
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
Maybe.
I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation.
I'm not used to ARR and Ishtola's voice. I don't really think I've heard it that much.
In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
So we've met Thancred, we've met Ida and Papa Limo, we've met this cultured conjurer. Whose name I totally don't already know. Ah, the pains of not having a mount. This is what stops me from really playing new characters that much. Because you gotta wait till like level 20 to really start getting those. I don't remember when it is, but it's a bit. But no, right, I'm glad am I to see you safely returned. My lads were all gabbling about here and what sounded like all seven hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I'd sent you to your death. You were in the middle of that commotion. I hope it yielded something of interest. I hate to think you'd risk your life for naught. Well, we have a sailor's knife. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew with the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened gooby on you. Pirates have been added to the numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Ishtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. What trust should be lacking in those yeomen of mine, who have yet to wholly relinquish the pirate paths. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Bisno. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a far worse state than it is. Alright, so we want... I still say potion. We don't really need ether. We're not using that much MP. Roll actions. So we learn to addle, right? So put that right here. That'll be good later. See Sloth Severin and his lot never around when there's work to be done. Sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that stale one with like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Alright. I feel like I've heard the name Severin before. So we need to go down. I can just like jump down here. Shrimp Defender, I love it. Go do your fucking job. You might actually be able to get some drink. Alright, could it be in here? No, definitely not. Probably around the front here. Yep. I just guessed, man. Well, if you work, you'll get some food. All I've got are raisins. Speaking of which, eat some raisins. There you are. Everyone's like, man, this sucks. And I'm like, yeah, it does. Get over it. There's like no music, and I'm like, come on, guys. Come on, Square. Put some music at night. Oh, hey, it's you. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. You want me to smack you? I mean, I can. That's the... So that doesn't do anything. I want to hide unused slots, but I don't know how to do that. There was a setting that I wanted to use, but... I don't remember where the setting is, but... It's like... it turns off the error message for when you can't do something. And I don't remember where it is. It's like just like display error recast info or something. And I don't remember where that setting is, but it makes it so like, oh, not yet ready is gone. Alright, so now we get a shirt. Improper trading with goblins. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me. His name said there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Alright, well, I have to find him first. Looking all the way over there. Okay, well. Sprint all the way there. Gosh, I almost want to faster teleport to Limsa and then run out. There he is. No, I don't want to swap hotbars. What's this now? Stale rum sent you for the oranges. So the old bugger had known all this time. Ah, what does it matter anyway? He's one of those goody-goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Probably shouldn't be making deals with goblins. At least not these ones. Yep. Would have gotten me away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Ah, okay. I was sure he'd sold us down the river. Oh boy, they're not very happy with him, are they? Well, let's take the sack of oranges. Why are we taking these here? Okay. Oh, so they have been delivered to something. Ah, so close. Alright. There you are, yeah. A delivery from Summerford Farms and as scheduled? Ha! There's a first time for everything. But the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. So here's Stalwyn's payment in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. I'm teleporting back. I am not walking all the way back. I'm not gonna pinch Gil for this. I can pinch Gil when I have a mount and I can move faster. Here you go. Here's your money. Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be out all I was owed, all right. Though I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope for Severin. Even willing to overlook the scheming off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those godforsaken goblins. Alright, so we need that. Oh! Wow, they made it so we can have a cloak, huh? Didn't do a very good job, but, you know, it's a cloak nonetheless. Where are we going? In here? Right here. And that's where we might find some black loam. Pay her a visit in the orchard. Okay. That didn't nearly as much damage as I thought it would. If you dare to pinch some from the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the aurochs that dwell there. Take the black loam to Tiller's Rest. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. Alright. Don't really want to mess with those. They are a bit higher level than I would like to deal with. This is your first experience with aggressive enemies. Probably won't get to cast Ruby, right? No, no, I will. Ruby Ruin, rather. Alright, don't turn around. Alright. Sneak around behind you. How goes the seaside adventuring? We've done the tutorial bit. So we're now in the actual story. How's it going, Phoenix? Go this way. I probably need to adjust my output so I don't have like that black border along the edge. But I'll do that when I can plug in my mouse to my computer. I need to get a separate one So I can just have this one plugged into my PlayStation all the time. I don't have any titles yet, I don't think, do I? Nope. Didn't think so. I am dumb. For some reason I thought we needed to go over here. I wasn't paying attention. Do 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 do. Slowly make my way. Gathering black limbs not for the weak who will, nor the weakest stomach, eh? Ha ha! Oh, don't tell me gherkin rotweed and neglected to mention where black lamb comes from. Well, sure you figured it out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Auroch's lair of all places. Well, white pawn who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black lamb, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Why am I getting a ping? Alright. Okay, so they're both the same thing. Well, they're both the same type of equipment. Ether flow. Sweet. Man, learn all these things at level 10. Hold on, I'm gonna look up something. Okay, so I don't have to do any quests to unlock anything until 15. And honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna need it. Oh, fuck you, Thunder. So I think I can save time on that. But I will, Oh, I don't like that it's doing that. What did I do? Okay. So that's what that is. I see. Didn't think that saved that, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Apparently the copper wristlet is not better than what I have. Oh no, because it increases all of the stats. Stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. The butt and the hen that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach them those curs lessons in obedience myself. Alright, so you know what? We can go do that. Oh, this is the camp that I gotta worry about. Okay, well, this is fun. Easy. Can honestly just finish killing him right here. Perfect. Might as well get the XP while I'm there. There you go. There's your farm tools. Spied Severin meeting the pirates in secret, I did. Couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work. But when he consorts with cut posters that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Alright, well. Now we go back to Summerford. Can I, like, turn off headgear and, like, hide the hood? No. Not technically headgear, I guess. So where is it gonna go next? Are we gonna kick Severin's butt? Or what we got planning to do before we kick Severin's butt? Alright, here we go. I think it's the last thing we'll do for today. Ease in my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. That ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I try asking Granuida the Aetherite. I think I said that right. I'm sorry for the dropped frames. I'm pretty sure it's probably internet related and not computer related. But I do have a bunch of tabs open that I've been trying to close and work through. Set up for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure and give them a cuff round the ear from me, will you? Alright, so Woad Whisper Canyon. Where's that at? It's up there. Oh, best get sprinting. Do-do-do-do. Starting one says such nostalgia for you. First MMO city theme you ever heard? I think mine was... Yeah, mine was definitely... Well, duh. But my first MMO city theme I think I heard, and I don't remember it off the top of my head. It There's definitely RuneScape and Lumbridge. I do not remember that theme off the top of my head. It's been too long since I played. I keep wanting to go back, but every time I go back and start paying for it, I don't want to play. So I might, like, pick up Rune Light and just do that whenever I want to play. I just don't have the money to keep paying for it, only to play every, like, few months for, like, 2 days. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastards done. Coming to take the lads out for a drink only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It don't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severin, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. Ah, great. Here we go. Let's sprint. Yeah, it's raining pretty hard out there, so I'll probably stop after this quest. As much as I want to keep going, I don't want to take the chance of it cutting out in the middle of something important. My access may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you feel better, the sorry bastards in there are done for. Oh, you can see him in there too. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's debt. To arms! A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the serpent reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honors, wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it shall be, we shall take it. A mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Ah, so we got to the golem. He's just like, well, enjoy this. Bye. Be surprised if I even get to cast it. Jesus, that is so easy. The golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. snake slithered away. I'm only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Limsa factions. Whom then do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if they should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. They are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do, I begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace. Here, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebration. Where'd you put the flower? Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Seasong Grotto, perhaps? So this would be after the calamity. What have we here? Can you walk? "'Tis I. Regrettably, no. He eluded me." "Understood. I will inform the Commodore." "You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered?" "Severin here has apprised me of all that transpired. His account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I should get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Staleburn will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray, pay the man a visit." "Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Ishtola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament." I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay. But I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me. Mayhaps we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. Yet again, I do not wish to freaking run all the way. Guess we have to do it from a target. This isn't even the end of the quest. Lo, I knew you'd return. Ishtolo delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too. The lot of them sported the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that. That and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. A thrall to the Sahagin. Seven hells, reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not but the fishback's flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see? But the reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Liminsons. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long round here, and word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. But you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear 'em talk of how you stood up to the reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for my crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll have no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There'll always be a place for you at Summer Farms, lad. Always be in your debt, Staleward. I think I find Ishtolo's progression the most interesting. It's like hit my mic for the beginning. Though I still haven't done much from starting from Wealthy Ul'dah. Ishtolo's progression is kind of the same as everyone else's, really. And they don't really get much in the beginning. Let's go tell Beteron. Not running all the way back. Alright, here we go. Let's tell Beteron the good news. Bloody hells. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry about yourself with a young Severin. Yellow Jacket has hands that the punishment is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from egging to keel hauling. Kindly gent that he is. Nah, I am only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Now it sounds to me like you've done everything old Stalewart and asked you and more. Justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lass. As a reward? Well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How you fancy keeping her company for a spell? With free room and board. So we got in rooms. We got access to the levs. It's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side and near, unlike some pirates I can mention. I tell you, if it turns out they had aught to do with them kidnappings, there'd be 7 hells to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning. I mean, that's what Limsa needs, though. On a rough sea, sometimes you have to rock the boat to ride it. We'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. But you know what? It's been a good stream. But it's time to call it. I'm hungry. I got some stuff to do, and it's storming, so I don't want to get caught in the middle of something important. We've still got like an hour left of stuff to do, even if it's stuff we've all seen before. So that's right, dream fitting's a thing now. Wait, did I start as an Arcanist? Yeah, it's a start in Limsa, you've gotta. It's either Marauder or Arcanist. So we got ourselves a nice little carbuncle friend. Give him a pet before we log out. This is the function I want in private housing, Square. I want to be able to sleep in the bed and log out. But that's it from me today. Let's go see if there's anyone live we can send you guys to. You know what? Blue just started up. We can send you guys to him. Maybe not wake up on the lawn. Indeed. That would be really nice. It'd be like, how did I get out here? I was in my house. But take care, everyone. Have a great day. And I'll see you Saturday for more Borderlands.